Rock am Ring 2023, morco.de, Morco TV, wir sind wieder da. Wir sind wieder hier mit Interviews mit den Künstlern unterwegs und mit mir sitzt heute Chris Motionless von Motionless. Hello Chris, how you doing?
I'm great. First day of tour today. So
yeah, it's the first day.
Going.
You're heading through Europe through some festivals and I think some club shows with Spirit Box.
Yeah, we do mostly the festivals, and then we have some shows at Spirit Box, some shows with Lorna Shore, which I'm really excited about. So
cool.
It's a great mix of all kinds of cool shows.
So actually, we did a lot of. I get some information beforehand of the interview, and we saw that you have many off days between the dates at this tour. What are you normally doing on the off dates? Is there something which you personally, or maybe the band as a whole, does with your free time?
I think for the most part, everyone just tries to rest between the shows. But I think it depends on where we are. Like if we're in a cool city, like I think we have a few off days in Paris.
Yeah.
So we'll go see cool stuff there that we haven't seen before. We basically just be our best tourists and go out and see whatever we can, or spend some time in the city, or we really like to go eat together and find a cool restaurant. So kind of normal stuff.
Yeah.
Just rest so that way the next day we could go hard for the show.
Get some energy back for your big shows, of course. So you and the whole band as well, you play a lot with aesthetics. You have really big, just say, like you're doing a lot of makeup stuff, you're doing a lot of clothing, which is very stylized and stuff. What is the biggest inspiration for you, maybe personally, to get all this done, like the makeup, the clothing stuff?
Inspiration each day, or
overall, or each day?
I was gonna say each day. It gets a little tougher as the tour goes on because you're just so tired, and getting ready is a pretty large feat as the tour is ending. But to answer your question, I think it's just because all the bands we really loved a lot when we were either growing up listening to music or wanted to be in a band, a lot of the bands that looked more extreme, more theatrical, those are the ones that at least I and a few other guys really loved and gravitated towards more. Of course, like Slipknot and AFI and Misfits and just so many bands across a wide range of music that looked really extreme or had the darker makeup, scarier look. That was what I really liked, so that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
So it's a very creative way of expressing yourself. Is there anything, other art form you get emotionally touched by or something besides music?
I think anything that's kind of in the darker realm, or even if you want to go beyond that and say something that's in like the Halloween or horror realm, anything that's kind of like in that darker area are things that I've just always loved. The imagery or the feeling that you get from it. There's just something that I feel more comfortable there than I do if I wore, neon clothes.
Of course.
or something like that. So when you look at those two opposite ends of the spectrum, I've always gone over there, and I guess it's just kind of where it feels like more home for me, more comfortable.
Okay. So we talked about we are mostly on the darker side of life with your aesthetics and stuff. What is something untypical for something like a person like you to do when you have this aesthetic? Is there something out of place you're doing normally in your life?
I think it was just seeing on the internet not long ago that I'm a really big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
So I was at
I saw that. Yeah. Someone had a picture with you at a Taylor Swift show, right?
I went to go see 5 of her shows on her tour in the U.S. right now. 3 in Atlanta and 2 in Philadelphia. And I love her stuff. I love what she does. And I don't care who you are or what style of music that you like or don't like. You can't deny her show is phenomenal. The amount of effort and detail that goes into it has to be appreciated no matter what.
Maybe something you can aspire to as a band yourself, right?
Yeah, sure. I would love to do anything on that level.
Maybe one day you guys playing with a piano in the rain and stuff. And
God, that's,
theatrical.
Let's go.
So you did the intro song for the wrestler Rhea Ripley, which you're also familiar with, right? You guys know each other?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. What would be if you were in her shoes? What would your intro song to get on stage, to get into the ring?
I'd have to see if she wanted to. I don't know if she could sing or scream.
You want to swap it, right?
Yeah, of course I'd want to swap. Because I just like to imagine that if I were in her shoes, that she'd be in a band and touring and doing that whole stuff, what we do. So, of course, I'd see if she was interested first.
Yeah. So in terms of stage presence, she is definitely a front woman for a band.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm actually counting down the days until she has a band and then just takes over the world because she's already there.
Yeah,
she just needs the music. Yeah,
of course. So next year, 2024, we have 20 years of Motionless in White. Right? I think we
say that again. What's
20 years? I guess you started in 2004, and we are 2024 now.
Yeah, that is correct. Based on when we actually started the band, the band name came together on January 1st of 2005.
Oh, all right.
So we've been a band since 2004. So yes, we are coming up on 20 years.
Is there anything planned so far for it?
So I actually have a very interesting question for all of our fans or just fans of music in general. Like, I don't really know how to exactly say how old the band is.
Yeah.
Like, we started the band in 2004. The name started the first day of 2005. And then our first tour was in 2006. And that's kind of when I felt like that's when we became like a band, when we had a tour. But I guess technically we're 2 years older than 2006. We are coming up on it. So it depends on what your vision of like when a band is a band. Able to answer that. But in terms of when I and a few guys that I was friends with started what became Motionless 2004. So we're getting there. And do we have anything planned?
So maybe there's something coming in the next 3 years.
Yes. There will be something planned whenever we feel like we can answer that question.
Right now it's not.
But right now, no.
All right. So you are actually still playing here today on Rock am Ring. I saw videos of your big club shows in the USA with dancers and video and the crazy stuff with some tools the dancers did with stuff. So, is there something you can say that obviously this is something different to a festival show, but is there something that encapsulated still or has some positives on the festival side than rather to the club show? In terms of production,
it's really tough with production, especially in festivals, because you're so limited.
Yeah.
It's already hard enough to get that type of production over here because of how expensive it is, plus all the travel expenses to get here.
Yeah.
It's really, really tough. I'll actually tell you, you'll be the first to know.
All right.
We actually very, very much made a serious effort to try. It's actually disappointing news. So I could see the smile on your face. We're just going to watch it wither away.
All right.
We tried very, very hard to see if we could make it happen. Where in January we come over and we do a bunch of shows in Germany and the UK and do the full US production headliner.
Right.
We were like, we have to do it. We came over here and we just toured with Beartooth and it was amazing. We're doing these festivals. They're going to be amazing. We so badly wanted to do it, but it just didn't work out because of time, availability, all kinds of different things that just made it not work out. But I'm so heartbroken about it. But we still get to do this.
Yeah.
These shows are all based on energy. It's so much. You get out there and you're playing into more people that don't know who you are than they do. So you really, really have to go out there and put on a show that,
of course,
feels like you're catering to so many new people. That is exciting to me.
Yeah,
I love that opportunity. It's a little different than a headliner in the States where you know that people are there for you, and it's just a different mentality.
Yeah.
So I like this one.
Okay, Chris, thank you for your time.
Thanks for letting me talk too much.
No worries, always. Goodbye.
Thank you.